I'm super excited to be here with you guys because I'm going to tell you a story today about a client of mine. And along the way, I'm going to show you how small copy tweaks can make a big difference, not just in terms of a business's bottom line, but in terms of every step along the way in a funnel. So I want to introduce you to my client, Barry. Barry is a business coach in Australia for trades business owners, and he has a couple of different levels of programs where he coaches other trades business owners and other types of business owners as well, how to build a business that triples their profits, doubles their time off, and allows them to not have to be the one running everything all the time. And I know that that probably sounds like a crazy claim, right? Like, can he really say that? Well, his results back it up. He really can say that. His programs really do provide those results for Australian business owners. So Barry hit me up about 8 months ago, and he said, I have a funnel, but it's not converting exactly the way I want it to. I think that I'm still spending too much time. My sales team is still spending too much time making cold calls. And you guys, his sales team was making cold calls, 2,000 to 3,000 cold calls every week, just to try to fill the booking schedule to get people into his programs. Can you imagine? His sales team was good. They close at a rate of around 80%. So getting people on the phone wasn't a problem once they were on the phone. It was getting them to that point. And so he said, here's the funnel progression. We've got a lead magnet, a free training, and a, what was the other thing? Oh, my book on the front end. And that leads them to book a game plan call. So a 15-minute call where one of my experts will give them 3 things they can do in the next 90 days to move the needle in their business. We'll identify the biggest problem they have and give them 3 things they can do to solve it in the next 90 days. And so we started by rewriting the lead gen pages, rewrote the book a call pages, and then gave some suggestions on how to write the sales page, the program page on the back end. Even though by the time they get to the book a call page, once they get on the phone with the sales team, they close 80%. So basically the goal was get more good qualified prospects in the front end of the funnel and help them qualify themselves so they'll book their own calls in the middle so that they can get on the phone with the sales team and close into his either $1,000 or $10,000 program on the back end. So, did we do it? Yes, we did. So not only can optimized sales copy, even small changes, make a big difference in terms of sales, it really starts at the very beginning. It starts with that front end offer, the lead gen. So the language on the lead gen page helps filter people, the right kind of people, into that client's ecosystem. So that's what we did with Barry. We used language very specifically to call out the exact kind of entrepreneur and business owner that we were looking for. And not only did his lead gen conversion rates go up, but the people who were opting in on the lead gen were going to the next step of the funnel and started booking their own calls. So not only were we getting more leads through the funnel, which was something that he really wanted. He was like, I'll just be happy if we get a better conversion rate on the lead mag. And he did. But not only that, but they were quality leads because immediately they started booking their own calls, which meant his sales team had to do fewer cold calls. And when I'm talking about I'm talking about it cut down their sales calls to about a third. Instead of doing 3,000 cold calls a week to fill their appointment book, they cut that down to around 1,000, which freed up members of his sales team to actually do other things within the business. So they were able to allocate their time and his financial assets towards growing the business in other ways and other places that they couldn't before. So not only does optimized sales copy help with the lead gen on the front end, it helps people pre-qualify and take action sooner so that the client can start getting more results of what they want from the same funnels. So what happened when people started booking calls? Because a lot of times you can get calls booked, but if they're, if they're not the right kind of people, you'll have a lot of no-shows, or you'll get them on the call and you'll be like, ooh, none of these people are looking to invest in my program right now. And that's hard too, because then you feel like you're wasting energy and resources on people who just aren't a good fit. Not their fault, but they're just not a good fit. So what happened when Barry started getting two to three calls a day booked? Were they good, solid leads? They were. So not only were they booking themselves in, they were ready to buy. So when they got on the phone with Barry's sales team, they 80% of them opted in and joined his programs. So now he had more well-qualified people coming all the way in, booking calls, saving his sales team time, energy, and saving him money, but they were buying. So they were going all the way through the funnel because we were attracting the right kind of buyers. We weren't just getting more people in, we were getting more of the right kind of people in. So I asked Barry recently how things were going, because I like to keep up on what's going on with my clients, how their copy is doing. I like to keep tabs on the optimization. Are there shifts and changes that we need to make? When can we do that? How can I help? And he said, honestly, well, let me see. I have a quote here. So Barry said, for as long as I can remember, we've run a 2-step funnel with an opt-in for a lead magnet on the front end and an application upsell page on the back end. But although we were getting good conversions on the front end, we were seeing very few people book their own calls on the back end. And so he said, we started noticing initially there was a significant increase on the front end. Our opt-in rates were already quite high, like 28 to 30% for an ebook, but we saw a significant increase from that with the optimized copy. So I was like, yes, winning. And then in the second stage, he said, although we were getting good conversions on the front end, we were also seeing they were seeing very few people book their own calls. But once we optimized the copy, Barry said, because we've now been able to convey the message to them better, our connection rates and booking rates from those calls were higher than we'd seen in the past. But the greatest impact was the fact that we were seeing more people actually book calls through the sales page and through the email sequence, which meant that my team on the back end had to do less work. And I love that. That's what I do. Like, I like to create less work for my clients. So it makes a difference, not just at the beginning and not just at the end, but all the way through when the messaging is a perfect match. So I asked Barry, all right, so what are we looking at here in terms of your bottom line? Because everybody wants to know, like, okay, how did it impact the bottom line, right? That's the $1 million question. So he broke it down and he said, small incremental increases can have a significant impact on your bottom line. If you're spending less time cold calling, you're saving on wages, sunk costs, and overhead expenses of getting people on the phone. But that was just the beginning for him. He said that even one additional conversion a week of their $1,000 program would create a significant impact on the revenue of the business. 52 weeks in a year, one additional $1,000 conversion, $52,000 a year. But what he said was, we've actually seen a far greater conversion rate than just one additional sale per week. And our sales team has been able to convert to sales easier when they get people on the phone. So he says, we're not talking about a small office here. We have an established business. We're talking like a multiple 6 or 7 figure difference that a small percentage has had on our business, which made me so excited for him. I was so happy, like mission accomplished, right? Just by optimizing the sales copy. We didn't change the offer. We didn't change how it was delivered. We didn't change any of the features or the bonuses. You know, we didn't even change like the traffic source. All we changed was the copy. And because of the changes of the copy that we did, his funnel in just 8 months has seen high 6, even 7-figure difference from just that little project that we did together. And it made me so excited. It made me so happy. And the great thing about funnel optimization is, as opposed to taking the whole offer apart, rebuilding funnels, and doing any of those things that people try to do to get more sales, or even getting more people on the phone, or touching base with people in person, you know, one-to-one on the phone. Compared to all of those other things, optimizing your funnel copy probably takes the least amount of time and manpower. So if you have somebody, if you know how to optimize sales copy, it's just a matter of putting that copy into the funnel in place of what was there before. So like I said, you know, in terms of time and energy for the team, it's going to be one of the most cost-effective, big impact things that you can do. So if you know what to look for and what to do to help funnels convert better through the copy, then you are extremely valuable to your clients. It's a huge bonus that you can give them when you can look at what they have going and say, you know what, this is good, but I think we can make it even better. And we can give those step-by-step pieces to them. It's a big win. It's a big win for them, and it's a big win for you. And it just feels so good. So if you want to learn 5 steps that I use when I optimize my clients' sales funnel copy, I will be starting the Funnel Copy Fix Challenge again on March 1st. So round 2, we're going to hit it on March 1st, and I'm going to give you 5 steps that I do every time I optimize my clients' sales funnels that helps them get better conversions, that helps them capture attention and connect with the people on the other end, communicate with clarity and focus, and convert them in a way that is dialed into exactly what the audience needs. So I will drop the link to the challenge. I would love to see you inside. It's free. It's 5 days, and we have an amazing time in there. I'd love to see you guys coming in and just saying hello to the members. We're already having some new people join and getting hyped for the next challenge, and I can hardly wait. So have a great Friday, guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you around on Facebook, and enjoy your time with your family this weekend.